All right, good day, hi, and welcome. I just want to show you a little butane stove that we have here in the house. Dad bought this a while back. You can kind of see how everything hooks up there. It's got little safety caps. It takes these guys here, butane, very common. Million of these little gas burners. These things work pretty good. You usually get a couple hours out of it. You usually get, does it say? But you get an hour or two out of them anyway, so it varies, again, depend. But one like this is used in multiple ways. So right now you can see that goes in there, so I'll just close this. It's hard to do all this one-handed. And you have basically on the side, you can use this as a space heater if you want, but you can also bring it down like this. See, there's a little detent here. You just press that to flip it back up. There's a carry handle. Show you that there. Carry handle. See that side. So very straightforward. All the instructions here. And then of course, when you put your fuel in there, you just lock it down so that doesn't shake out and on off. You have an air like just when you're starting it, you have the air there, and then there's a little, don't know how you gotta kind of like pull this like that, so it's kind of like a bit of a safety, and allows the air to, then once it's started you can just good little flame on this. You get a little burner. I don't remember what my dad paid for this, but I have just a sunflower one, but these are nice ones too. When I do my canning, I don't know if this would be quite hot enough for the canning, but it might be hot enough for the like for a pot, like a small pot on here to heat up the jar. So I've never used this for, like, say something big, right? But these are very useful. You buy your butane gas. These things aren't that expensive. Maybe don't leave them out in the hot sun. But anyway, yeah, this is another really nice little stove. It's whenever our power goes out, this is usually one of the stoves we use. Like anything that burns a flame, if you're gonna be indoors, especially in the wintertime, you have to crack a window or something because it's dangerous, right? So you know, always try to be outside or somewhere where there's really extremely well ventilated when you use anything that burns. But these are great ideas for preppers, for campers, for hikers, for expedition, whatever. And it's not that heavy. Like, I mean, it's not even 5 pounds, maybe 5 pounds, something like that. I don't know. It's pretty light. There's not like it looks heavier than what it is because it's just it's all hollow inside, right? Stuff like that. So very useful little stove. I've already showed a couple other stoves. The last one I'm going to show you is my glycol, basically eco-friendly napalm stove, I guess is what you could call it. It's a glycol stove. Basically, it's like having a kerosene stove but using gel. So in other words, like, it's like an alcohol-based clean burning stove, and I'll explain it in the other video. Very low tech. I use that on my boat for a long period of time. Works great. I might have one more type of stove, camping type stove to review. If we still have them, I might have thrown them out, but we had basically kerosene stoves. So that's basically, so far I've showed you the propane one, that little sunflower burner. Kind of the same idea as this, except for it hooks up onto the little green bottles, or if you got an actual big bottle that you could thread it onto, like that giant propane tank over there, whatever. And then of course you got your regular barbecue, right? So my beautiful barbecue. Yeah, but this is, you know, a little bit handier because it's a little, you know, more compact and stuff like that. Different altitudes, you know, like most of the stuff I'm using is at sea level. For those of you that are mountain climbers and stuff like that, you might want to look at the white gas stoves and stuff like that, the maps and the white gas and whatever. It's a little bit different than the butane and stuff like that. In really cold weather, high altitude, I think it says here, or did it say? I think over here. Keep temperatures above 32 or 0. So what probably happens with this is that around 0 degrees, it'll ice up on you. That's what happens with propane, is it ices up especially if you use it for a long period of time. The canister itself ices up, and then it turns into more water than actual gas in there. And then by the time you're done, like, it's still half full, and it's like you can't, you know, it's not burnt off. It's all iced up on the inside. So, you know, just do that kind of research. So take into consideration the conditions you're going to be in. If they're like summer, don't worry about it. But if it's like colder conditions, you might want to look at other sources of gases and stuff like that, and different types of stove. There we go.